Hi ladies and gentlemen, it's Miss Mazur again. I thought we'd do another video based off the first video. We did color transfers the first time, and this time we're going to use the same idea. We're going to color real heavy on a sheet of paper, and again it can be copy paper, it can be construction paper, it can be cardboard like cereal boxes. So we're going to color extremely heavy. We're going to make sure there's no white areas showing. That's just so important. If there's white areas showing, we want to take our crayon and we want to do our best to go back over that. In this activity, which is scratch art, we're making our own scratch art today. We want to be sure and have a very, very thick amount of crayon on our paper. It's going to make a huge difference. If you don't have enough crayon, enough thickness to your crayon, you're not going to be able to scratch the top color away and see anything. So please use your hand, get those muscles working and get a thick layer on there. If you don't want to do a whole sheet, that's, it's up to you. I've found that working on cardboard works really well for me, and so I just get a little piece of a box of some kind and cut it out, and I find that the crayon goes over really nicely on this. So once you've got a thick layer of color on there, you're going to add black crayon. This is the way we did it when I was a little girl, so this is an old technique, but we would color really heavy with our pretty bright colors, and then our black crayon, we would go over all of that real thick again. And I am finding it's important to kind of go in the same direction as much as possible. I'm getting some little nicks in here, and I don't think it's going to hurt that much, but just for the ease of it all, try to go in the same direction. And you want to cover this whole thing with your black crayon. When you're done, you can start scratching, but it's important that you have some kind of paper, newspaper. This is a garbage bag. You can even put a plastic garbage bag down, just something to catch the crumbs. I don't know if you can see all my little crumbs. That's what the students call it. When you go to scratch off the paint or the crayon, you're going to be left with little pieces, and you want to catch all those. So here's one. It's on cardboard, and I had colored with really bright, pretty colors, and then I did the black crayon over it, and it's worked out really well. You can still scratch a little bit, or I can scratch a little bit and show you how easily it works. Now, if I'm not able to get the black off, that means there wasn't much color underneath. I didn't color hard enough. So just adding to this little design here. And you're going to notice that the brighter the color, the better it shows up. So this is crayon with black crayon on top, the old-fashioned way, and it works really well. I was real pleased with this. Now, when I do scratch art in my classroom, I tend to use paint. We mix an equal amount of black paint, acrylic, tempera paint, craft paint, and we paint it over our crayon, and then we go to scratching. So this is one. It's on cardboard, and I get this out of the way. I painted it with black acrylic paint and liquid detergent, and then let it dry 2 to 3 hours. If you're in a huge hurry, go ahead and use the blow dryer. It speeds it up. And then I just did the same thing. And I'm finding you can scratch either with a toothpick, which is what I prefer, or you can bend out a paper clip and use that if you like. But I thought this one turned out really nice. We're losing a little bit of the color down here, just because it's a darker purple and it's just not showing up against the black. Here's one that I did, and it's getting some crumbs on it. And this is construction paper, and just colored heavy with the crayon, put the black paint over it. And again, the dark colors are just not showing through as well. So I really encourage you to use the stronger, brighter, bolder colors. I experimented. I had colored that plastic sheet, the bag out of the cereal box, and I just wanted to see, could you do scratch art on it? It worked fine for color transfer, but I don't know if you can see, you can scratch for sure, but you're not getting much of the color. You're scratching away both layers of the crayon. So that did not work as well as I'd hoped, because I was thinking, oh, maybe we could do some sun catchers with it. I even tried it with paint. And again, the same thing happened. When I scratch out off the paint, I'm scratching away the crayon. So I'm still going to look for a use for these plastic bags. I did do one other experiment, and I wanted to see what another color besides black would look like. And so I used white acrylic paint on this one with the liquid detergent, and I put 2 coats, but it didn't cover up completely, which is something I find with the lighter colors. But I was okay with that. And since I scratched most of the white away, I think it left a very nice picture. And, you know, I haven't finished scratching yet, but once I get this completely scratched off, I'm going to have a little snow picture with my snowman and my tree over here. And I think it looks really nice, and I love the effect with the little extra lines that are left from the scratching. I think it looks really sharp. So that is scratch art that you make at home. It's a lot of fun, it's a little bit of work, and it's a little bit messy. So if you take precautions to keep the crumbs from going everywhere, I think you'll be fine. So I hope you enjoy this, and don't forget my Facebook page, Art with Miss Majour. You can join me on that site, and just having a lot of different activities, a lot of different videos to watch, just a number of things that you might be interested in. So I hope y'all have a good day. Bye.